What's up, everybody? Welcome to Missing the Homies. I almost said show and tell again. I need to think of a different intro for this show. But anyways, without further ado, my homie is chilling in the waiting room. So we're going to get it popping. Also, I feel better now that I have my mic and my headphones and all of my gear back. So without further ado, there he is. What's up, bro? Dude, I was thinking of you the other day because I saw this this video where Genius broke down this Kendrick video, and anytime I see a rapper from the West Coast, I think you. Not so much Kendrick, but
Yeah.
but
Bro, if you heard Jamie's been spitting some like even stupider stuff than usual. Like from a publicity standpoint, he had like a whole like ever since 1992 drop, like he's just been whacked with how he approaches his albums. Like he's just trying to get hype.
I didn't
every
even know
time.
1992 was a Game album that dropped. But I saw something where he's like, Kanye did more for me in a month than Dre did for me ever. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
And then he's like 50 Cent can't rap, so I got no disrespect to him. He does good with like movies and TV shows, but he can't rap, so I need a verse on.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
goes like,
I saw. He's
goes,
like,
I was
he's
scared
like
of him in the past.
he's like the verse is already loaded. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, he's falling off. His
yeah.
whole Kanye thing. Nah, I can't deal with
And
it.
then, did you hear what Kanye said? Kanye literally came back and said, I don't think you should have said that.
No,
He literally cut him up.
dude, I have you been listening to the past Kanye albums or no?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like he is Risen and Donda, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, and
Jesus
Don
is King, I think.
yeah, Jesus is King, and then Donda, and then Donda 2 is that. Oh, what do you got? This is what I got today. Old
Ooh,
Nation
Old Nation, no way. They're
Pret.
out there? That's pretty legit.
It's a Belgian style wit.
Okay, their strawberry M43 is actually dropping this week. That's so weird.
Oh, really? That sounds.
That's orthodox, right? Like that's the M43 family, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
know.
dropping this.
I didn't know a strawberry one was coming out. That sounds good. I like M43. What
Okay, yeah.
what's their double? The M43
Like Big Boss or something like that? Is it Boss? Boss Tweed.
Boss. Oh, is Boss Tweed the double? I mean, I like Boss
Yeah.
Tweed too. I thought that was a different beer for some reason. Anyways, let's kick this off.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers. Oh my gosh.
Just careful. Don't
There
want to blow up all over the equipment. Cheers, bud.
Cheers, bro. Oh, wow, that's really good.
Awesome.
Speaking of strawberry, that's got like a fruity flavor.
Okay.
Wow, that's really good.
Just normal pills.
Oh, orange peel and coriander. Wow, I can really taste the orange in that. That's really good. Sorry,
No, you're good.
never had this beer. But yeah, so did you like the Kanye albums? Did you like Jesus is King?
Yeah, I mean, it was like hit and miss, so depending on the track. I thought some of them were annoying, and I don't know.
D-
Like,
Dude, my buddy Tony,
they're good though. I vibe with them.
I Jesus is King, Jesus is King felt like more flops to me. And there was, you know how he did the like the movie fashion show for Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
So he did something similar for Jesus is King, and it was like a 20-minute like film experience that went along with the album. Dude, that was the
Okay.
stupidest fucking thing I've ever watched in my life. And if my buddy didn't pay for it, I would have marched back and got my money. It was so weird, and I think this was before the album even came out. It was so weird. It was like a bunch of like one shot I remember was like a bee on a dandelion, and it was just like zooming in on it for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, what does it have to do with anything? And then it was just like a bunch of weird like chanting. I was like, okay, this feels weird. So
That's funny. You heard Snoop and them are dropping a collab at some point, and then Kendrick finally announced his release date where it was supposed to be out last year. So it's a little annoying, but
yeah, I saw that. I saw that his he announced the album yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Are you excited for Kendrick? I went back and listened to Damn the other day, and I was like, this is really. I like Kendrick.
Everyone vibes hard with Damn in particular, but I don't know. I like Section 8, and he has like a mixtape. There's like a green background, and he's just wearing his hat in it. But geez, I forgot what it's called. The Compton State of Mind. I don't know. No, that's one of those tracks actually, but I don't know the mixtape name. It was solid. I just tend to like his older stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like even Damn. I mean,
I think Damn is probably my like second favorite album. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever listened to Section 80 all the way through. I've like listened to songs here and there, and I like it. I think
then
just
overly dedicated.
I really like what the one with the van on it. Oh my gosh, what is the name?
City.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, slam dunk, bro.
Bro.
That broke records on records. It was nuts.
So good. And then I think I like Damn more than To Pimp a Butterfly. But every time I go back and listen to Pimp a Butterfly, I'm like, this is so. Every song is just so good. I think that's the only reason it's not higher, because like I don't go back to it.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for this new album.
Should be cool, yeah. I mean, I don't know of any other artists or like that I'm interested in that are dropping. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of who's dropping soon. Somebody literally just announced an album that I saw today. I know Pusha T just announced. Okay. Which would be cool. I don't know. I didn't like his stuff that he was doing with Kanye. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I've been really soured on Kanye after The Life of Pablo. I think The Life of Pablo was where it started to go down for me.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah. Who else announced? Pusha T announced. Jack Harlow. Have you ever listened to Jack Harlow?
Possibly like a song or two Joseph may have sent me, but no.
No, you have. And you know why I know you have?
Song I listened to it and I was like, this is fire, but
no, because there when you, me, and Merrick did the West Side beer trip, and we went and stayed with Doran, and we went to when we went to Arcadia, and I couldn't drink. When we did that trip, Merrick put me on he played a couple of Jack Harlow songs, and that was the very first time I ever heard him, and I think it was before he even dropped an album.
Okay.
And so I was like, from that point, I have found some of my favorite artists in the back of Merrick's car.
That's fun. Got crazy taste, man. He is so well
versed.
Yeah, from a rap standpoint for sure.
Dude,
even non-rap, I feel like he's got a good vibe, like he knows a little bit of everything at the very least.
He's the reason I like Childish Gambino, because remember when we used to golf? We used to golf in the mornings.
Yeah, Frank called me a loser. He goes, yeah, you're really not good at this. You should stop. Forever fucking pierced in my head.
Bro, Frank is a savage. I love it.
For real though. To give two shits. And that was like the day I was like, I deserved it. That was the worst game I probably ever played.
Was that when you were just golfing with him? Like you and him? Or was that when we all went?
Yeah, my dad and
dude,
we were supposed to go out for dinner or lunch or whatever.
Dude, that day fucking pissed me. That day pissed me off.
It was so stupid and unorganized, bro.
Well, the worst part is because I thought the same thing. I thought we were all gonna hang out, get lunch, and everybody left after what, the fifth hole? Like,
yeah, and then
They
Frank
did,
just showed up at Mike's party store anyway. He's like, oh, just kidding. I didn't really have anything to do. I just didn't want to hang out with you guys.
he's like, you guys were golfing so fucking bad. I couldn't even see it. I had to leave.
I did have a terrible game, bro. I was hitting like I was missing the ball like every other hit was actually more than that. Like every like 5 shots, I was actually making contact.
Yeah, but what? But to defend you against Frank retroactively, because what at this point that was what 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't 5 years. It was probably like 2, 3 years ago. But like, when was the last time you golfed? And also, you were in a squad with your dad and Frank,
Yeah.
and who else? Who else was with you?
Merrick, and then someone else was with us. Was it Cal and Ryan? I think.
Yeah,
They
I
come
think so.
through?
Because I think I was in the other group.
Hmm.
But so you're with a bunch of motherfuckers who golf all the time. That's just rude.
Got me fucked up.
So yeah.
bro. I think. Yeah, I'm happy you threw out that doodle. I think you're gonna hear some pretty whack news. Like when we're on the group call. I don't want to say anything. I'll wait until like, if it's not announced, then I'll announce a few different things. But a lot of updates. So
I mean,
just last talk.
I mean, I got one update about Marie and Andrew.
Okay, that's one. That's probably the most
So-
important. But there are 2 other big ones.
So you want to know how I found out about Marie and Andrew? I was just telling Renee
Yeah.
this. I was laughing. So this morning, yeah, because I texted them this morning.
Okay.
So Andrew's dad watches all of my YouTube videos, every
Mhm.
single one, always comments. And Bill, if you're watching this, I appreciate it. I love it. I don't wait for your comment, but I love seeing them. But anyways, so always watches a video, always comments. So this morning, I get a comment. I don't even know what video it was, but I get a comment that was like, "Hey Antonio, just want you to know, Marie and Andrew are in the hospital having the baby." And so I was like, "Oh shit, thanks, Bill." And so I immediately texted Marie and Andrew. I was like, "Hey, congrats.
Oh,
I know you're
yeah.
busy right now." And Andrew texted me. He's like, "Oh yeah, it happened yesterday or whenever."
I didn't find out till this morning anyway. We woke up and my dad sent that text to the family. He's like, "Yo, check it out." And then Maria got on the WhatsApp with the family and threw it in there. So
I turned off WhatsApp notifications the other day because I was driving and it literally kept popping up, and I was like,
dude, every chat is muted right now.
I was like, bro, I'm gonna miss my exit.
Like a day or two, yeah. But it is dangerous. Yeah, it's definitely could be. If you have a big group,
My dad always asks me if I'm in it. He's like, "Are you in the WhatsApp?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in it, but I can't be in it every day." I was like, "It's so much." So I scroll through it. I do what you used to do for Instagram. Just every now and then go through and read every every picture.
Oh yeah, bro, that was crazy for a hot minute. I would straight up go back like a full fucking month. And just
that's when you could though. That's when Instagram was chronological, dude. That was
I don't like how it's set up now. It's annoying, but whatever.
Yeah, I hate
I think
it.
they went a lot backwards.
Yeah, and I saw something that it was like, oh yeah, Instagram's gonna go back to chronological. I was like, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
But so there's other news that you don't have to break. Don't break it, but there's other updates.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I just got an invite to do a talk in Northville High, bro. It's fucking exciting.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, dude, one of my old teachers said, "What up, though? Like, yo, you want to come through and do a talk?"
Are you gonna do it?
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be so fucking sweet,
dude. So, I mean, you do. That was really what I wanted to. I was normally, I come into these like, oh, I'm just excited to talk to Colin, but I was thinking today because I'm fucking beat. Like I've been up since 5. I worked all day. I had an hour commute. Came back, immediately started working, hung out. Like I haven't even seen Renee. I barely saw Renee. We ate dinner together for like 15 minutes.
Oh, this is what you get for leaving me this past weekend.
So I'm like, dude, I'm beat. And then I mean, we had this planned, and I was excited to sit and talk to you. But I was like, how do you do it? How do you have all this energy to do everything? Because I'm not just saying this because we're doing this, but like you, I don't know how you do it, and I admire your drive to just do everything, and I don't know how you do it.
It's all like paper calendar, bro. I'm telling you.
The trick is the paper calendar.
It's hard though balancing it with the work calendar, but you know,
Do you
in
have
all seriousness, yeah, you see, like I'm a little weird about scheduling, which can come across as like annoying or rude, but like, just sometimes I have to book things further out, like
Yeah.
but that's the only thing that's annoying. But you try to balance it out. I mean, I come in with an agenda or goals, like I want to tackle X, Y, Z today, and sometimes they get done, sometimes they have to get pushed back. It just varies. So sometimes I get off work early, sometimes I have to stay extra late. So it varies. But real quick, going back to that comment though about the news. Yeah, I'll let you know. I just want the people to say for themselves if they hop on the call. If they're
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to give them.
Oh
But
no,
if not, I'll tell you. I mean, it's all public, but I think it'd be more meaningful if you heard it from them.
yeah, no.
And they I mean, either. It's just family, not gossip, but it's
Family
family
news.
knowledge. I got passed at Easter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I
Oh,
heard through the grapevine.
is it in the WhatsApp? Could I just go and look, or?
Not in the WhatsApp.
Oh,
No,
okay. This is
it's pretty juicy, man.
this is
So
offline ju- news.
it should be really cool. But
So so all right. Cuz then the other thing I was going to ask you, cuz I mean you are working full time, and it's not like you're working 40 hours cuz I know you. You're working more than 40 hours.
I'm
And then
trying to
you
do a better
and then
job
you're
of
and
that.
then you're doing and then you're at the store, and then you're doing like the casa like I saw you do that casa meetup, and then you're going to do this
Yeah.
talk, and you're like you cut time out of your schedule to do this. Like I don't know. I appreciate you sitting down and doing this.
Oh, are you serious, bro? No, dude, this is the highlight of my week. Are you kidding? Bro, this is so hype. I mean, I love spending time with cousins. I wish we could do more. You know how I told you Tomas and we're looking, and Joe, we're looking to go to Wayne?
Yeah.
So I guess your dad had Tigers tickets, and he had 6 of them. He was gonna go with your mom and like whatever, some friends or something. I guess I'm just assuming, but he said him and his wife for sure. Like Enti, and but he's like I was talking to Tomas, and Tomas was right next to him. He's like, "Yo, Tomas, if you guys want to go, the 3 of you,
Mm-hmm.
Matthew and Devin were maybes already. They said no, but then we called them, and they're like in now because I think
Oh damn, you're big homie.
it's turning out to be like a real cousins hang. I was just gonna take them out to like
Yeah.
some dinner someplace, but
Take him to Bucharest.
yeah, that's what dude. I was thinking like that or like I don't know some. I don't know.
Dude, the
Many
last
options.
the last time I was in Michigan, I was literally in Detroit for a day. And I was like,
Mm.
"Guys, okay, as soon as we get off this job, we're getting Bucharest. I'm going to take you to Bucharest. Like it's the sandwich is going to change your life. Like blah blah blah."
I swear.
I was like,
Yeah.
You think the Middle Eastern food in Chicago's good? Like Detroit shits on it. I was like, and Detroit is not
Yeah.
even good compared to Dearborn. And we didn't have time, and I was so upset. So I really I'm always craving a Bucharest. But so you guys are gonna go to the Tigers game?
Yeah. So man, Devin are maybes. Michael's a maybe. I really want to, and then depending on if anyone flakes, I want to invite Miles for sure.
Mhm.
But I haven't talked to Tomas about that because we were talking about Miranda initially because it was going to be me, Joe, and Miranda touring Tomas. That was the whole original plan.
Yeah. Well, the
And we were like,
original plan was Tomas and
Joe.
Joe, and then Joe
Yeah.
added you, and then you
Just doesn't
uninvited
work.
Miranda.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah. So I felt bad, but I was like, well, Miranda's schedule's a little later. Like she'd come in later, so that's the only thing. And then, yeah. So
But that's sweet. So how do you do it? Like how do you have the energy for it, dog? Aren't you tired? What time do you wake up
yeah,
what time do you wake up in the morning?
it depends on if I have to go to the office. So you figure I allocate 30 minutes to shave because this Arab beard just grows so fast. And
Yeah, can't
so annoying. I swear to you.
absolutely cannot relate.
so lucky. You know how much time in your life you save, bro? I straight up counted it. Like I didn't shave for a month, and I saved like 3.5 or 4 hours of sleep. It was freaking
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, it was nuts. Like the amount of sleep I saved just not shaving every day. But
Jeez.
so there was that. So I shave, like you figure I wake up 7:30, leave the house 8 o'clock. I'm there by 9. Otherwise I wake up 8:45, brush my teeth, walk downstairs after I change. So
Nice.
yeah. So it's not terrible. I just look forward to the next day, which is a little, I don't know, it could be looked at as sad, but I enjoy it. It's something to look forward to.
No,
Just
no, no, no.
sleeping in days, and I hibernate for like a little gerbil or squirrel or whatever for 14 hours. I just sleep.
So,
I just
so that's your secret.
yeah.
It's the paper calendar and the 14-hour hibernation.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm like out cold. Nobody bothers me. I'm just like recharging.
Dude, that's
My whole but it's scary because if you do that for too long, if you put your body in that weak of a state, I find that like I'm getting tired more quickly, like in a given day, or like I'm always scared of just getting sick because my immune system's weak, so that's
Mhm.
a little weird, but the way I think about it, so try not to extend it for too long.
You,
But
you you're not doing the Ether special and drinking an emergency every 3 days.
bro, I can't, dude. He's a beast though.
Duh.
He's 10 minutes. I'm good. We talked about this last time. You do it too, but I'm like, I can't. I wake up after 10 minutes. I've got like a headache from like not having enough sleep. So.
Dude, I wanted to call your dad and yell at him because the last time I was sick, I was like, I was trying to think. I was like, okay, how do I get over this quick? I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of already fucked up and missed the opportunity of drinking a bunch of emergency beforehand. So I was like, okay, Uncle Art is always swearing, eat garlic, eat garlic, eat garlic.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I told
He
Renee,
does that.
because me and Renee were both sick. I was like, okay, like Renee,
My grandma.
I
You
was
do it.
I was like, Art swears by eating raw garlic. And Renee was like, yeah, Miranda says she does that too. I was like, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, we got garlic, let's try it. So I took the biggest
so-
bulb. I took the biggest bulb. That shit
Yeah.
made me like
Puke.
I spit it right up. I was like, oh my god. And
Gotta
then,
have it with bread. Or wrap it in bread, like 3-4 layers of bread, or boil it in like soup.
well, I wish I would have known that. Your dad is always just saying,
No,
eat it.
nobody gave you the extra commentary. They just straight up said eat it. That's
No, it wasn't until
No.
well, I called my dad a couple of days. I called my dad a couple of days. Wait, what'd you say?
Only my grandparents can eat it raw. Nobody in my family can eat it raw like that. That's crazy.
Dog, I was so mad. So I wound up talking to my dad a couple of days later, and he's like, "Oh, you sound sick. How are you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sick, and I'm even more mad because blah blah blah. Your brother this that," and he's like, "You ate raw garlic?" He's like, Well, my dad first off doesn't really like garlic like that. He's like, "Why would you do that?" I was like, Uncle Art is always swearing by just eating garlic." And he's
That's
like,
the thing.
he's
I
like,
don't know
"Yeah,
why.
he's like, that's the stupidest thing you ever could have done." And then when I saw your dad next, he laughed at
No,
me.
it's weird. It helps. It helps. I don't know. I suddenly feel better after, like, but it burns your insides. Like it straight up burns your. You know what you end up doing? Like if you've got like a inflamed chest or whatever, you start like some crazy amount of spitting out like mucus, like no nonstop. Like after you swallow that garlic, I don't know what it does to your body.
I
It
don't
like
know.
tears it up though. So
I'll
like in a
never
good
do it
way.
again.
No, try it with like layers on layers of bread.
Well, now,
Little bites if you need to.
I think I had it at your house.
Okay.
Um,
Or you could boil it and it just tastes like soft mush, and that's it.
but
So.
your dad gave me the garlic in the olive oil,
Okay.
and that was just good. Like I could have sat there and just spoonfuls of it. And he's like, "Yeah, you should try this next time." I was like, "Yeah, thanks." Well, it's too late for that. Fucking my
funny.
life up.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was like a well-known like caldo remedy, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Like your family never ever did it then? Like ever?
Nope. My mom just told me, drink fluids,
Yeah.
kind of just sleep it off. And my dad, if it was like a chest cold, he told me, and I swear by this now because it works. It doesn't work here because I don't have hot enough water. But he said, take a Mucinex, like one of those like extra strength Mucinex. Wait a little bit, wait for it to kick in, and then once you start spitting stuff up,
Yeah.
he's like, get in the shower, crank it up real hot, and just spit all of it up. He's like, hawk it all up, and then go to bed. He's like, and you'll feel better the next day. And that works.
Okay.
So that's oh my fucking dog, I'm so mad.
What? That's like a record, dude. That's like straight up 3 calls in a row.
You know what? I think Zoom, if you're listening, you got me. After this, I'm gonna just download. I'm gonna pay for the full thing.
Do you have Teams or like can you do Teams calls like if you're not a corporation or?
I don't know. I have Teams downloaded, but I only use it when I get sent Teams links for jobs, for like pre-production meetings. But not really. I've never really. Every time I use Teams, I have a problem with it.
What's the one that Mario uses? Oh, Discord. I've used it with my white boys a few times, like on our call. We use it, but like.
Michael was making fun of me because we were talking one day, and I was like, yeah, blah blah blah, just use Zoom. He's like, Zoom? What are you, 45? Use Discord. And I was like, dude, I know how to use Discord. It just sucks. Like, it's not built for like this. Like Zoom is specifically just has all the plug-in features. Like Discord is like piecemeal. It's like, the way I look at it, Zoom is like Apple stuff. Everything you need is already here. Well, not really. Apple is not like that, but it's very user friendly. And Discord has a lot of features, but they're not intuitive.
Sure.
So yeah. So anyways, so yeah, so your secret is paper calendar and just being excited. I don't think that's lame. Um I don't know. Cuz I've been trying to figure out how to do it too. I feel more and more like an adult every day. And
You just find what works for you. Honestly, everyone's got their own. I'd be curious if you asked Merrick, Mario, Dorn, to like, or any of the girl cousins, whatever, like how they go about organization. Everyone's going to give you a different answer. So I'd be curious even to just hear that. I mean, maybe that could be a segment on
yeah,
Friday when we talk, or whenever we talk.
yeah. I mean, I know everybody's busy, but you particularly I don't know, you seem like you always fill your time and you're always doing something. You're always working. And I don't know. I always wonder that, but today when when I was driving back from set, I was like, I wonder how Colin deals with this cuz I'm fucking beat. Like,
Well, sometimes it's stressful. I mean, I don't know. You just gotta like, sometimes it's hard, but most of the time you just gotta try and plan accordingly. Sometimes there's a hiccup or miscommunication or plans change. That's why I get so uptight when plans change. I'm like, oh, like I get so nervous. It's like I'm like, no, but it happens. So I've tried to get better at just like getting used to that. But
so what do you do on your days where you're recharging? You have your 14 hours sleep. And
yeah.
then what else are you doing? I know you're out here on Disney Plus watching all that stuff. I know that.
Honestly, probably a little of that. Maybe some chores around the house. That's it. Usually, there's a family gathering going on because otherwise, I'm opening Saturday and Sunday. So I mean, the only times I get those 14 hours are when there's a family event going on and I'm not working that day usually. So because you'll never catch me closing on Saturday, and I always hope and close on Sunday. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so it's usually like a family thing gets me out of work on Saturday. Not gets me out, but just I just don't happen to get scheduled. So
Right.
I talk through it with Matthew. So yeah, usually I just end up going to those, and that's it. But
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, I might, like for example, I'll give you this week's schedule, like for the remainder of the week.
yeah.
Tomorrow, doing the Wayne State thing. Thursday, seeing some coworkers for drinks. Which, by the way, like to give you some emphasis, like so, to give you like some background on like how far ago these were scheduled. So like Tomas was last week, so I just happened to have this opening, but it was it made my schedule a little tight because now I have like no breathing room this week outside of today to do chores. So I got some things done. But anyway, so that was scheduled a week ago. Thursday, got drinks with coworkers. That was scheduled well over a month ago, just to give you some background insights. And then I
Yeah.
got Friday, Caldo fam, we're celebrating a birthday in Detroit or Dearborn Heights. We're not sure, but that was scheduled probably like 3-4 weeks ago too. So I mean, a lot of the stuff, time flies with it. Before you know it, like the day's here, and that's the thing. Like
Right. Well,
most of my friends aren't used to. I lost a lot of friends because of my scheduling habits, though, because they're like, "What the fuck, man? You can't hang out this weekend." I'm like, "Nah, bro. I open close." Like, which
yeah.
So I'll be honest with you, like, it probably sometimes it bothers me. Sometimes I was like, you know what, it's for the better. You just need a few close friends.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, because I'm on the almost complete opposite of that. Like Renee loses her mind with my schedule because like my schedule, the rest of the week, I work all day tomorrow, and then Thursday, that's like my first day off this week, so I have to do everything around here that I haven't gotten the chance to do. And then I have to edit this. I have like my personal projects are like they stress me out so much, but they're like my recharge time. Like if I don't do this, like even the days where I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, like I don't want to hop on Zoom. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But if I don't, like if I were to text you and be like, hey, Colin, I'm not feeling it tonight, I would be sick. I would be sick all night. I'd be like, oh, no, like I really want to talk to Colin. I really want to do that. And so I have to catch up on all of that Thursday. And then Friday, this girl from my video club in college.
She's in town now?
Well, so I'm trying to
have her take your spot, right?
Yeah. So she comes in town this Friday and she'll be in for the weekend. And so Friday I got to figure out, when I can meet up with her and take her to meet my boss and do all that. So like my Friday, I just have that one thing planned, but that could be either in the morning or midday or at night, and I don't know how long it'll take.
Gotcha.
And that's like stressful to me, but like I can't do anything about it.
For sure. I mean, there's no way to have like sort of firmed it up with her on her end. Like she's free the whole time and your boss is free the whole time. That's just it.
Well, no. So the problem is work. Like since my jobs come in so randomly, and my boss is on that schedule too. Like we're both like if something were to come up tomorrow, and they're like, "Hey, can you work Thursday, Friday?" Yeah, I can. Like, especially if this girl's going to be in town for the weekend, I could be like, hey, I can't do Friday anymore. So, like, my schedule is just so nuts like that. And, I mean, it's stressful for me, too. But, like, Renee's like, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow. I don't know what you're doing today. I'm like, I don't know either. Like, and then she's going to Michigan this weekend.
Oh, snap.
So, like, it's crazy. So, I just like to... try and get help or tips, advice from anywhere, because like you said, everybody does it differently. And I'm still trying to figure out what works for me. Right now, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 calendars deep.
Yeah. And you're right. I mean, you've got like a whole unique like schedule, whereas mine, like I know now my work isn't necessarily 9 to 5. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's less. But like, and then the store is pretty set hours, right? Like they open, they close. Like know it's going to be in that time period, so it's a bit different. But I don't know. Maybe see how your time is. I mean, is there stuff you want to do that you're not doing then, or like?
No. Because I mean, like I actually that's one thing that I've gotten pretty good at recently. Is like, now I have 2 whiteboards sitting out across from my bathroom because that's the one place that I am constantly in and out of. So I was like, where's the one place in this whole apartment that I'm going to see every day? And I'm always coming out of the bathroom no matter what. So like I have my work whiteboard and then I have my personal projects whiteboard.
That's perfect.
So anything that goes on that, and all it is just a to-do list. So like like you said, sometimes the day gets away from you. You don't get to it. It just gets bumped to the next day. Or like weeks like this where I have 3 days of like 12-hour days, and then I come home and I'm just beat. Nothing's getting done that day.
Makes sense.
But so yeah.
I mean, you've got a whiteboard, so maybe you could set stuff up. I mean, I don't know if you're doing it in a priority manner or like.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you have that. Okay.
Mostly it's top needs to get done. Anything with a star needs to be done like that day. But I'm.
That feeling is probably erasing it, right?
Oh yeah. That's why, like, and then I always have. I have a spare whiteboard. right here. So yeah, I'm just I not even so much that like I'm looking for advice, but like I wonder because I've always admired that about you because like, I'm not that I'm not working, but I feel like you are always working.
You're working 12-hour shifts, bro. I mean,
but I don't know. I feel like you're.
I feel like you work harder than most, probably a lot of cousins, and like you're like, I don't know. We're looking at the family, I don't know. That just came to mind. Like, I don't know. You pointed me out. I'm thinking of like everyone else. Like, I don't know. A lot of people aren't doing what we do or you do.
Yeah, I don't even look at it like that. I'm just like, I don't know. Everybody knows that Colin is out here doing his stuff. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I wanted to see what your frame of mind is with all of that.
The homie James, the guy who hit you up on Insta, just was randomly like, "Yo, I'm Colin and Merrick's friend."
Yeah.
He hit me up. Very nice guy. But he was like, "Yo, I need some money for Easter. Can you hit me up with a little, just so I could eat or whatever?" This guy's out here like, low key, I know James ain't gonna see this, so but like he's like, he posts like pictures of Bud Light sometimes. He's always posting pictures of Bud, and like weed. I mean, so.
Oh, I thought you meant Bud Light.
Oh no. Well, he does Bud Lights, but then he also does weed, and I'm like, so I hit him up after I shot him. I sent him over $15. I was like, my man's like, eat good or whatever, but like. I was like, from a budget, he's like, I don't have that much money, so like, if there's anything you can do to help. And this is like the first time he's ever asked me, outside of when he bought a 1942 bottle and then didn't have the money for it, but when he was at the store. But now he's in Iowa. He's been in Iowa for like a couple years now. Mm-hmm. So they hit me up for the first time. I mean, we DM back and forth. Like, I don't know. He puts a lot of positive stuff up, so I really like that. And he's trying to like better himself and stuff. But I'm like, dude, okay, so something you could do, and Again, I don't think he's gonna see this, so it's more sort of personal. Well, he posted about it.
And I mean, I can always cut it out.
Sure.
Feel free.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a father. I know he lost his father at a younger age, so I told him. I said, bro, like, what you could do is what just time. What people say about time, you could do for money, and just write out where all your dollars are going to, just as you'd say, like, where's all your time going to. Cut out what isn't necessary. Like, do that for 1 week. Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to do. You're not gonna waste your whole life writing down what you're doing your whole life.
Right. That's unrealistic.
Get a sample of what you're doing, and find ways to improve.
Do you ever do that?
I've done it like in high school, but yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, no. I asked because I do that. Maybe every 6 months, maybe once a year. Like I'll make a list.
Really good. Wow.
And actually Renee's a lot better at it. Like she'll make a
really interesting.
She'll make a list of like where she's at right that second.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm doing this, all of this stuff. This is like what my life kind of looks like right now, but this is kind of where I want to be. And then she'll just kind of like bridge those two. So I don't know. I've been doing that for years. Like I've been doing that since I was like.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah,
10, 12,
I need
13.
to do that more. Even like I've given him money advice on like how to handle, but I don't take it on myself. And yeah.
But I mean, like I said, you're doing a lot, and it's even for me. Sometimes I catch myself like, I'm not doing what I want to be doing, but right now I'm kind of doing what I have to be doing.
Yeah. Totally.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's life. I mean, yeah, you said it right there. I mean, I think you put it in a really good like wording there. So
Dude, this is fucking weird. Isn't it weird that we're adults? Like I was
I
telling
couldn't play like on a trampoline at like my house or Merrick's house or something.
dude, not even trampoline, camping in your basement on the concrete floor. I was out with a couple of my buddies, or my mine and Renee's friend,
Okay.
the other night, and my buddy works for Google. He's Renee's age, or he might be younger. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're good.
That beer, that beer is hitting
Natural.
me.
Yeah.
So like, I'm the oldest out of the four of us. I'm 24, whatever, and he's 22, and he's like, "Oh man, I remember playing." We were talking about the Sonic movie. He's like, "Oh man, I remember playing Sonic on the Wii." Pff, these kids don't even know that. And I was like, "Dog, what do you?" Or no, he said GameCube. That's what he said. He's like, "Man, these kids today, they're getting the Sonic movie. I was playing Sonic on the GameCube." And I looked at him. I was like, "Dog, I was playing Sonic on the Genesis."
Yeah, like, yeah. Where were you, bro? In
And
2000, you
he looked at me.
still relevant.
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's fair." He's like, "You had a Genesis?" I was like, "I didn't have one, but like, I played on it a lot."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my cousin had it."
Mhm.
Um,
Still can't believe I sold that, bro. Probably worst mistake of my life.
dude, that
Yeah.
like now.
I've got one now, but
Oh yeah,
I don't have that game. I
you don't
took
have
from
Sonic. You don't have the Power Rangers game. The Power
Rangers and
Oh my
Sonic
god,
himself.
dude! Now, funny. Like now that I have like disposable income every now and then, I like look at Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, my parents never let me. My parents didn't let me get a GameCube because Merrick and Mario and Doran had one, and Melanie, Maria, and Jewel had one. So they're like, you don't need one. Just go play it with them. But I'm like, I want a GameCube. So now, like, on my days off,
Oh,
I'm on Facebook Marketplace, like, looking up GameCube games. I'm like trying to find Kirby Air Ride. Bro, that game is like $70.
is it for real?
Yeah. The
Oh, wow.
GameCube games are expensive.
Hmm.
And Smash Bros. Melee, I think is like $75, $80. Like,
Are you serious?
yeah. And lucky, I have Melanie, Marie, and Jules old GameCube, and I have their Smash Bros. But I'm like, dude, I
Yeah.
would not pay. I mean, I probably would pay $75, $80, but I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy. Man,
Yeah.
feels weird that we're adults, young
Yeah.
adults.
Yeah, much more growing every day, like you said. I think that's just life. So do what we can, and that's it.
Yeah. Well,
I got a quick one for you. Question.
yeah, hit me.
So Michael, he saw my post about this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, yo, I'd love to read it. He goes, I've just got this challenge for myself to finish. I don't know what book or whatever.
The Alchemist.
Yeah, Alchemist. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I told him to read it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he's like, yo, like, where can I get that from? I was like, I'll let you borrow this. But you think he's actually interested? He's like, yo, let me know when I can borrow it. I was like, okay, but you think he'll read it?
Michael, and I can say this because I know for a fact he's not watching this, especially at this point, we're like 45 minutes deep, 0% chance he's watching. Michael is in a weird spot right now, being 16 or 17. He's like in that spot where he's like, I don't know. He's kind of where I was at, like 15, maybe 16, where he's like starting to realize, oh, I can't just fuck around and do nothing all day. Well, I wouldn't even say 15, 16. I would say like 13, 14, actually.
Okay.
He's like, I can't just fuck around all day and do whatever. Because me and him have had plenty of conversation. He's like trying to
Better himself. Yeah.
He's trying to better himself. He's trying to read more. He's trying to find some hobbies and so good stuff. I
Okay.
think I think he would read it, but I
Okay.
think you would have to press him a little bit. Not
Okay.
like every day be like, "Yo, how's it going?" But like maybe
Every week or something.
yeah,
Hit
maybe
him up.
every week, every other week be like, "Yo, how's the book coming? What do you think?" Because right now he's trying to practice self-discipline, which is
Yes.
good. And every time we talk, he kind of tells me where he's at and I'm like, "Dude, that's awesome. Just keep doing it." I was like, "You're on a good path. Just keep doing whatever you say you're going to do."
Sure. Sure.
So I think he would read it. I don't know he would get that much out of it. But, you
Yeah,
know,
I don't know if it would like help him in life. Like it's more of like a not a recreational read, but like that's I'll be honest with you, that's the first book I've read in probably 10 years.
which
Yeah.
which like even that you get something out. I think you get something out of reading
You learn.
no matter
Yeah.
what. No matter what it is. Even me, I saw something a couple years ago. It's like even if you read like a magazine, like you're going to pick up like 5-10 words you never saw or you haven't seen in a while. You see them used differently. So like I don't know. I look at reading anything as like a plus. I haven't read a real book in a couple of a couple of
You're
years.
on the same boat as me. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think he would read it.
Okay.
Especially if you told him because dude, it's weird being like the older cousin now
Yeah, yeah.
because like now I'm just thinking like Edmund and Donnie or even Mario and Jasmine and Maria, like them telling us something when we were that age, we were like,
Yeah.
"Oh wow, they really know what they're talking about." Like you and me sitting here, we don't know. We're just
Still trying to
fucking
figure it out.
yeah, we're figuring it out ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think if you told him like, "Yeah, check it out. It's I don't know if you'll get anything out of it, but I think right now he's curious enough that he would kind of pick it up."
Sure,
So
sure. You mentioned Donnie, bro. How about Donnie in that chat? Did I fuck him up or what?
I thought that I thought that was
I was like, you're such a bitch. He goes, "When the spouse is invited, bro, do you see one girl in this chat, bro?
that
Fuck
shit,
out of here, Donnie.
that shit was
Bro, why did I
fun.
even put you in this chat?"
Doug, don't come for Donnie like that.
I was just like, what are you doing, bro?
That was really funny.
Did I say girls were coming?
Yo, read the
I told you Miranda tried inviting herself too. Well, she thought it was like an all family
Yeah.
thing. I was like, fuck no, bro. I was like,
nah. This is for the bros,
yeah.
dude. I mean, if that doesn't
Pierre in there, but I'll throw Pierre in there for sure.
work out, you, me, and Brian should just do something because I haven't seen Brian in a minute, and I want him to tell me that the engagement's back on.
Yeah, I told you, bro. I still don't know. He didn't tell me. You know?
Oh,
I
so
mean,
maybe we'll both find out.
yeah. I'm like, Saad just comes up to me. I heard you're gonna be best man again. I go, who the fuck told you that? Because I don't know that. Like,
Bro, NT Swad coming out and saying shit out of the pocket all the time.
crazy, you know.
I love it. I love NT Swad. But yeah, dog. I think we call it. We're right now. I'm looking at it. We're at like 52. We're almost at an hour.
Oh wow, can't believe it, man. Time flies too quickly.
Dude, literally, I'm like, you said it earlier, but this is honestly like the highlight. I look forward to sitting here and just bullshitting, no matter whatever we talk about. I don't even care. I just want to see and hear you. I miss hanging out with you, dog. Like,
Yeah, dude, it's been a hot minute, so I look forward to it. I mean, yeah, we'll do some bar hopping when we're together.
Yeah.
or just kicking at the Crow, but yeah.
yeah, or dude, come to Chicago. There's a bunch of breweries here. I am saving the Goose Island Pub House for either you or my dad. And I know my dad's not going to come. I told him, I was like, this is the last thing I'm going to leave you with. So I fucked my dad up when we were talking a while ago, and I was working outside and it was cold. And I was like, yeah, dude. Or he called me asking me something. And I was like, yeah, like, he's like, oh, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm just working outside. I'm cold as fuck right now. He's like, cold? I was like, yeah, dog, I'm not in Mexico, California, Louisiana, where the fuck you're at this point. And he just started laughing. And I was like, yeah, Dad, like, come to Chicago sometime this summer. Like, we'll go to Wrigley Park. We'll go see a game. We'll go to Goose Island. And he's like, oh, yeah, that sounds fun. He's like, I'm actually trying to go to Boston this summer. And I was like, come on, dog.
He's like, nah, he just curved you so
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, Chicago sounds cool, but, Boston. What a guy. But, yeah, so we'll do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd love to. We'll stay close to Doran, too, and see what he's doing. But, yeah.
Yeah. I know Doran has a lot of friends here, so I'm sure he wouldn't, time permitted with work. Hopefully he could come too. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, all right, dog.
All right, man.
Have a nice night.
Yep, thank you. Tell Renee, so what up.
Will do. Tell everybody I said, oh, wait. No, it's like almost 11 o'clock. Everybody's probably asleep.
Oh, no, they're up. My dad just came back from soccer, actually, so I just heard him come through.
That guy. Oh, always doing something. That's where you learned it from. That's the real secret. Paper calendars, 14 hours, and you got to have art beating your ass and breaking TVs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally, yeah. It was epic.
All right, dog. I will catch you. Peace.
I'll see you. Good night.
Have a nice night. Bye. I think I'm not going to cut it. I think this is going to be a new segment of the show. I'm just going to keep this little bit at the end. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're watching, you're probably not. I don't know who would be watching this. I don't know who would be watching me talk to my cousin Colin for almost an hour. But if you did, thank you. Follow the Instagram at here somewhere. And yeah, that's it. Have a nice night. Call your friends and family. They probably miss you. Or they don't. Bye. I need to think of something.